Sorry I'm late. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Back to the USA. Let me share this out. I'm late. I just got back from the grocery store. I tried to unstop my mail, but I went to the big post office and I was supposed to go to the little post office in my town. So yeah, I need to do that later, but I got some groceries and so that's why I'm late. And I put my cash back in the bank and I'm going to I'm going to like my live. um, I'm live. So I had a great time, but I'm so happy to be home. Yeah, I'm going to share this out again. Share out on Facebook. Let me share it out on Twitter. Red is live. So yeah, I'm so happy to be home. I had fun, but hey Dennis, hey Galaxy Lady. Yeah, home sweet home. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm home safe. My eye is better and I didn't actually go to the doctor. It was so much better today. So yeah, I'm good. I am so happy to be home. I had a great time. I had a great time, but I'm really happy to be home. A month was really too long. I shouldn't do a month trip. I probably shouldn't do a month trip because I get homesick. So, yeah. So, trying to share this on Pinterest, but I don't know which of my things to share it to. I'm going to share it to Red-Headed Riding Hood. I didn't even put what it was, but oh well, maybe people will figure it out. So yeah, I'm so glad. Thank you for being here. I'm so glad to be home. Hey, Huckleberry Chris. Hello. So I went to my PO box, but it was the wrong post office to get my mail from. It's the little one in my town. I'm gonna light a candle for my flames. Red's flames are my followers, so welcome to the flames. I got my flute back. I left my flute in Portugal. I'm like, I don't care about my clothes or anything else, but I got to go back to Portugal to get my flute. So that's why I was like all over the place. It was fun though. It was fun. So I left some things in Portugal that I went back to get. And when I was in London, I went to Abbey Road Studios. Ha! David. David, guess what? I went to my P.O. box, and before I opened it, I said, wouldn't it be ironic if David's letter was in there? And guess what was in there? David's letter. Yeah, so I was going to open it on here. And I just rushed. I haven't even put my groceries away yet. And yeah, I said, wouldn't it be ironic if David's letter was in there? And I opened it. It said it was damaged. It says it was damaged by the Royal Mail, which is weird. Okay. Dear customer, we are sorry the enclosed item sent from abroad and addressed to you was received damaged by Royal Mail at the point of entry into the UK. Like, why was it going back in? I don't know. Don't read it out on here. Why? You said you didn't say anything. But I didn't even hardly have time, but it's damaged. So feels like there's still something in there. Found open and damaged. Yeah. Yeah, it's totally like all wrapped up in plastic and all that. And so read it. I want to hear Dennis. I'm getting I got me some. So I didn't have really anything. I had coffee, and I didn't have any milk to put in my coffee. But I slept so good here. I didn't really sleep really well on the plane. But I met two wonderful some people from Germany, girls going on backpacking to Nicaragua, and the one gave me some drops for my eye, and they were so nice. I said a poem for them, and I gave them a copy of my book. They were young girls like my kids' age, I think. Probably in their 20s. But yeah, I don't even know if I can open this now. It's like really, really damaged. Really, really damaged. Like what the heck happened to this? In the UK, what happened to this? But yeah, I'm glad none of my luggage got lost or anything. I got my refund back from I got my refund back from Remote Year, my partial refund. So that's good because I was worried because I was not out of the apartment by the 16th, but I'm just like, forget it. You better still give me my refund. So they did, but partial refund. So yeah, this is really, really damaged. Highland Ranch. Yeah, it won't. It's even like got a hole in it. So I don't know even if I can. Yes, I can't. It's got a hole in it. Let me see. There's still a crystal here. I don't know if one's missing or not, but it's got a hole in it. Yeah, I won't read out your address. Yeah, it's got a hole in the middle of it, so it's going to be hard to read. But it was so funny because right before opening it, I said to myself, wouldn't it be ironic? Because when I left, you guys, I didn't plan on going anywhere else but to Lisbon because I paid for that whole trip. I paid for that whole trip to Lisbon. And it was just that they got me so riled up. That's pretty. Like that. They got me so riled up. Which was good. They got me so. Hey, Lori. Hi. Hey, Danielle. I'm sorry. I'm distracted here. Hey, Linda's here. Hi. I'm sorry. I had fun, you guys, but I'm just so, I've never been so happy to be home. Even though I've come home many times. And, but it was a good trip. And, yeah, I like it. Very much. It was a good trip. I got a little froggy in Portugal. I got a little owl too, and my owl's lost. I don't know if I dropped it on the floor before I left there or not, but I've been like unpacking. I got everything unpacked. Here's my little cappuccino cup from Valentina. And I got this. I don't know if this is alcoholic or not. They said it was ginger. I got this in Portugal. And I don't really know what it is. I don't know if it's alcohol or what. It looks like a little bottle of wine, but they said it was ginger, whatever it is. Maybe I should open it up and try it. But I had so much fun, and my bubbles got through security so many times. Do you have any liquid? No, I don't have any liquid. I gave some away on the little train in Turin to some children from Malta. I blew some bubbles for I think it was a little French girl. It's hard for me to distinguish languages, and Portuguese sounds so weird. Portuguese does sound similar to French, but I think this family was French. I don't know. She was a cute little girl. I was blowing bubbles for her. I got to the airport in Portugal so early, like security was not even open. They said for me to go at 3. They thought I should go at 3. No, that was. Wait, I'm getting confused. I got leftover change, and like I don't know where it's from. Like I'm like I don't know. I just stuck it in my wallet, and I need to look at it and see. And I turned in my euro. I had 80 euros left, and I had this American money that I was going to exchange. Hey, Crystal. Hi. Sorry, I'm being. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. But you saw the one. It was just so neat that when I was in Munich, and what happened in Munich is my eye was miserable. My eye was miserable until I got home. And when I slept, it got so much better. And this thing I got at the airport in London. London is where the security wasn't open. I'm sorry. Yeah, it was not open in London because they said at the Castle of Windsor, they said get there 3 hours earlier. So I got up at 2:45, and like it wasn't even open. I couldn't even go to my gate, and so I was there way too early. So I didn't like sweat it after that to be there, so early. So yeah, my eye is better. Look at it. Let me show you the thing again that I got at the airport in London. But still on the plane from Munich, it was still kind of miserable in Munich, and I was chatting on WhatsApp with AJ's road tripping, and he was saying I could go because I had 5-hour layover. I had a 5-hour layover. This thing is wonderful. So I went to sleep with this. I got on in a bath when I got home. I was so happy to be home. And so this thing is awesome. You put it in the freezer. So I did this when I was in Lisbon. It was a blessing this time that. Oh, good. I'm glad you guys, I'm out of the loop. I have a friend that was my co-worker that's from England. Okay, cool. Yeah, and I was just talking to Brandon Jackson, and like I didn't plan to be in England, and anybody needed to be on my YouTube to know where I was going. You need to stay on my YouTube to know what's going on with Red, because you never know. You never know where I might turn up. So that's why I posted the one in Munich going, where am I now? Where do you think I am now? I was supposed to. So ironically, I was supposed to lay over in Germany on the way there. And that was the first flight that was canceled. I don't think I'll book a flight with United again. And it was funny, my cashier at Target, she used to work for United, she said. Like she's an older lady, and I always like go in her line if she's there. She's really sweet, and her name is Georgia. And I first like talked to her, was like, are you from Georgia? And she said, no, I was born during the end of World War II, and they usually would name girls after the father if he was away at war, in case he might not come back. And so her dad's name was George, so they named her Georgia. And but she said today, I didn't know this because she's just a fascinating, sweet lady, and yeah, maybe she'll end up being my coworker because she's like, I have to work because the rent is so high, and I'm like, yeah, I need to get a job because the rent is so high, or I need to get a tiny home or something. Yeah, but that's one of the reasons why I came home early, because that's the only way they offered me a refund was if I came home early. And so I'm like, well, I'll save money coming home early. Besides getting the refund, I'll save money. So that was why I decided to take it was like option 2 was like no refund at all and just stay there. And it's just like everything was all ruined and awkward with those people. So I was just like, let me just go. Let me just ditch this popsicle stand. And but my roommate was from the UK, and she was telling me some things. She had actually stayed at that hotel before in Windsor, the Windsor Castle Inn. And she did. I don't fault her, but she told me to go because it was a lovely tour, the open air bus. And I don't know if the thing with my eye started maybe in Turin on the train, because that was opened too, and the train up the hill. Because Valentina might remember, she was like, "Is there something the matter with your eye?" And I was just like, it felt like I might have gotten something in my eye in Italy actually. But what happened was, what I was going to say to you all is don't do what I did. And what happened is I put some makeup on for my live on Saturday night, which I probably shouldn't have done because my eye was already irritated, because my eye didn't start hurting bad like you guys. Because when I went live on Saturday night, I had already been on the bus tour and everything. And at dinner, it was fine. And for my live, it was fine. It was after that, I was like, I feel like something's in my eye. And I started like I shouldn't have touched my eye with my hands may not have been clean enough. And I was like lifting up the eyelid and it just made it worse. Whatever I did, it made it worse. And since I've been home, I've been putting the antibiotic ointment on it and this after putting it in the freezer. Hey Tim, how are you? Where are you at? Are you still in Chicago? Yeah. Yeah, I think it's good to have a home base. I don't even have health conditions like that, but um when I was traveling, it was good for a temporary thing when I was traveling in my RV, but I really wanted to find a home base. And the reason I got the apartment, the only reason I could afford the apartment was because of the money from my dad. And the reason I got the apartment and didn't buy, because I was thinking of buying one at first and buying a little condo, but I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure I wanted to stay here. So that's why, like, now I'm sure, and I found a church and I really love it here. So I really think it's a good place to do YouTube, and I could do a lot of videos. My son and I were talking on my first trip to the airport before I realized my flight was canceled. Which you always should check that. I hadn't ever flown overseas before, and I used to check the flights before, but I just always Red's gonna do more planning, but I was like, when I was traveling in my RV too, I was always kind of like fly by the seat of your pants, just like go, because like plans, you can plan something and like everything. What was interesting was I thought about. I never got around to it though. When my first flight was supposed to be through Munich, Germany, and I was going to have a long layover, and I was like, I should contact AJ. I don't know how far he is from Munich, but it turns out he's 4 hours from Munich. So, so, but I didn't, and then that flight was canceled anyways, and so then I flew to Newark, New Jersey. And then from Newark, New Jersey to Lisbon, going there. And then on the way back, I was scheduled. When I went to change my flight, you guys, I think I told you guys this before on the other live. At first they said it was going to be $8,000 for me to change it because I couldn't decide whether I was going to take the refund from them or not, or just stay in Lisbon and not really hang out with the group very much, because I could have stayed till the end of the month. But I was really I went to the beach in Lisbon. I went to the castle in Sintra, King Ferdinand's castle. And so I saw some things in Portugal, and I was really like done. And I'm like, I don't really want, you're in California. Where are you going Saturday? So, but then when they said $8,000 to change it, I'm like, never mind. It'll be cheaper then for me to stay in Portugal. And then she said, wait a second. And then she said it was $10 cheaper. I don't know whatever she did. This was the Priceline person. And, and it was going to be flying into Washington, D.C., which I preferred to do. I'm like, let me fly in. Let me not have to deal with another foreign airport because, goodness, they're all different. You're going back to Illinois with your van? Okay. I hope everything's okay. Why are you going back? So I got up really early. I went to bed really early. I don't know what time I'm on, you guys. I slept all day when I got back to Lisbon, and I was thankful to not have to rush because I was going to have to rush, pack up my stuff, go back to the airport, and my eye was hurting me. It was just like with watering and watering and watering. It felt good when this was on it, but when I took it off, it would just water and water and water. It looked horrible. It was. Okay. Illinois is going to be your second home base for traveling. Okay. How to cook for some. Oh, you got to teach him how to cook. That's funny. My sons learned how to cook. Yeah, I think like from their girlfriends and from like my son just my oldest son just like taught himself to cook, I think. And maybe his girlfriends too and stuff. But yeah. So, so yeah, I said a poem for the girls on the flight from Munich to here, and they were going on to I think Houston and then on to Nicaragua. And so I said a poem for them, and I gave them a copy of my book, and they were very happy, and they were just really nice. She gave me the one girl gave me drops for my eyes. And I let them sit by the window. I don't think well, one of them said she had been to America before, and the other one had not. But they wanted to look out the window, and I had the seat by the window. But when I got there, I really wanted the seat on the aisle, because I tend to need to go to the bathroom, and I don't like to make people get up at all. I don't mind getting up for other people, but I don't like asking people to get up for me. That's just me. And since I don't know, I flew a lot when I was younger and stuff. I don't really care about looking out the window that much, and they really want to sit by the window, so I let them sit by the window. And it was good. It was a good flight, and there was also this family that was really it was really cute to watch. The flight was late leaving again. Like I don't recommend United. I will never book a flight with them ever again. Very unreliable. The flight from Newark was late. This flight was late leaving. The other ones were canceled. I did fly one time with Lufthansa. They seemed a little more reliable, but they didn't give me anything. I don't think they even gave me a snack or a drink. And then Ryanair was horrible. Ryanair was weird. Okay, they didn't have any ice. They gave me a hot Coke Zero, and I was just like, what? And then they were selling cigarettes and alcohol. I mean, it's like the alcoholics and smokers airline. It was weird. Someone said it was a Scottish airline. I thought it was an Italian airline, and I got this lasagna on there that was. It was like a heat up thing. So Ryanair, Air Portugal was okay. I did TAP. They're called TAP. Air Portugal. To Portugal. I don't know what the T stands for, but it's called TAP, and it's Air Portugal. And I flew from Heathrow back to Lisbon on Air Portugal, and I did EasyJet, which was okay, to Milan from Lisbon, and so it was. They don't let people smoke, but that's what's so weird about it. But they sell cigarettes on the air on the plane. They sell cigarettes on the plane, and big, not the little big bottles of liquor, big bottles of liquor and cigarettes. It was so bizarre. It was so bizarre. I took a picture of a too. There's at the airport in Munich, they have a smoking room. Okay. All right. I thought you were already gone, David. So, but thanks for the letter and thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. Hey, Diana, how are you? No, they don't let people smoke, but that's what I thought was so bizarre. I thought it was just bizarre, so bizarre. And no ice. They don't have any ice on the plane. Give me a hot Coke Zero. And I'm just like, ew, okay, thanks. It was weird. Yeah, and there was a whole enclosed smoking room in Munich. So it was interesting. Yeah, I was going to stay till the end of July. I got a partial refund from the company that I don't really like anymore. I got a partial refund, and I came home early to save money. So yeah. But it was an interesting experience. So I found this. It was funny because I found this American eagle at the castle in Portugal, at Ferdinand's Castle, and I had one of these from my mom, and I gave it away when I downsized, because this guy I was seeing said the eagle was a spirit animal, and I was like, I have something for you, because I was getting rid of everything and downsizing. And so I gave him the eagle, and I was like, I need another eagle, because it was my mom's. And it had stopped talking. It used to say, I'm Edison Eagle or something like that. And it used to, but this looks just like it. And of course, this one doesn't talk. But then I got a script. They had these scriptures in all different languages. And I think it was I went to the Cathedral of the Shroud. And I didn't text Valentina to tell her I was live. I went to the Cathedral of the Shroud, because the shroud's in turn, but they don't let you really see it. They have it like tucked away, but they show you a picture of it and stuff. And then I got this verse, and it might have been in a different cathedral in Turin or in Italy. I can't remember which one it was at. It should say on it, but I got this one with this verse. They that hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings as eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not faint. Isaiah 40:31. So I thought that was cool, because I just realized that. And I got this is too bright. I got the yellow submarine light at the Abbey Road Studios. The door was just open at the Abbey Road Studios, and I walked in there, but you're not supposed to. What were the favorite parts of your trip? Probably Turin and Valentina. That was the best. Yeah, that was the best. And London. Portugal is probably my least favorite, just because the people there gave me a problem, the people with the company. And, then they tried to make it out like I was the problem. There's nice people and not nice people everywhere, Linda, anywhere, everywhere. There's crooked people and there's nice people everywhere. But Italy was the best. Valentina was the best. And here I'm thinking like, these people in Portugal, that group, I paid them to do this, and they're not helping me at all. And Valentina even was washing my clothes, and I had brought this dress and this. I just brought a little bit off for all the stuff I brought for a month. I only used half of it. I only took some of it. This dress, she kept washing my clothes and hanging them up to dry, and she was just wonderful. And I got this little suitcase in Florence, which was easier because I had all these bags. I had the backpack and my little string backpack, and because I didn't plan my little excursion to Italy and all that, this was the big suitcase I brought, and I've unpacked already, and I left most of this stuff in Portugal. So next time, I will go for a shorter trip, and I will just take this. And I really appreciate my dryer. And yeah. Yes, I visited Florence. Some don't care for Americans. Yeah, most people were nice, though. Most people were nice, and there were other Americans on that group thing. That wasn't, that wasn't. It wasn't because I was American that wasn't it. The Uber driver guy, I feel like he took advantage. I felt like he definitely did that on purpose and charged me no clothes dryer. No, the Valentina showed me where the hairdryer was, but I don't usually use a hairdryer, but no clothes dryer. Put their clothes out to dry. So yeah. Yeah, the guy, the Uber driver, when I arrived in Lisbon, kept charging me, didn't end the ride. And so it went on, and I was back at the apartment. I unpacked, I took a shower, I went to sleep. While I was doing all that, my phone was dying, my computer was dying, I didn't have an adapter. And then my Uber driver was still charging me, and it was 106 euros. And so I had to contact Uber and get a refund. There's all different types of people, all different types of men, all different types of women. I mean, just like in America, there was. So when my eye was embarrassing to me too, because it was just, and I was worried, I'm like, they're going to think I have some sort of disease. They're not going to let me back in the state. They're not going to let me on the plane. What's the matter with you? Because my eye was just watering. It looked horrible. I was embarrassed. My sight, I was thinking of you, Diana, because my sight was inhibited, and I'm just like, it made me really thankful for my sight. And it made me, I was thinking of you, Diana, because I was just like, it's so amazing what Diana does in her artwork, because she's, she's legally blind. And it's just amazing what you do, Diana. And I can't imagine, it made me really, and you know what else made me think of too, you guys? I was talking about how I'm getting the tattoo, Keep Your Eyes Open, and I'm going to do the eyes. And it's confirmed that to me, because your eyes are so important. And there's there's a verse in the Bible too, but that the eye is the lamp of the body. And if your eye is good, your whole body will be full of light. So yeah, I was thinking about all that. And when I got on the plane, it's not a long flight from London to Lisbon. I think it's just like 2 hours. But there was this man, and I was on the aisle seat again, and there was this man, gorgeous man, African, I believe. He was just, and he was like my older son is 6'4". He was muscular. He was gorgeous, and he was sitting, and I felt sorry for him because his knees were hitting the thing. He was like 6'4". He was like built, and he was gorgeous. He was probably about my son. He was probably 30 something. He was probably about my son's age too. And I was just like so embarrassed because here I am with this leaky eye, and like I looked like, you saw the John Chalker messaged me, like, "Are you okay, Red? You look like you got hit in the face with something." And because I just looked a mess. I posted my picture, and so I had a couple interesting in England. It just happened to be in England. So I switched when I had the bad experience with Uber. I switched from Uber to using Bolt. But I did get an Uber because Uber you can schedule. I did schedule, I think it was 4:15 a.m. Uber from Lisbon, from the apartment to the airport in Lisbon. And that was my first woman Uber driver. And so, but I had this thing with the Bolt drivers in London being kind of flirty with me. And then the last Bolt driver I had in London, he's like, "You come again, I'm going to give you a tour." And he's like, "Did you go to Paris?" And I was like, "No." He's like, "I will drive you to Paris when you come back. And, I will drive you to Paris." And he's like, "Add me on a TikTok." And I added him on TikTok. And he's Hindu, I believe. And so I had the two, the other one, they're divorced like me. And they're like asking you like, oh, and I love it that they say, I say I have 5 kids and my oldest is 35. And they're like, "You're so young. How can that be?" And I'm like, "Thank you." Yes, I went by myself. That's another thing. I won't go by myself again. That's another thing I felt like the trip from Munich here made me realize 2 things, because there were 2 things that I noticed, and it was the girls. They were having such a good time. The girls next to me, and I'm not sure if they were a couple or not. I'm not sure. If it doesn't matter. They were really good friends, or they were a couple. I'm not really sure. But they were so sweet and so nice. And like I said, I said a poem for them. I gave them a copy of my book. The one girl gave me some eye drops for my eye, and I let them sit by the window. They were like in their 20s, I think. And they're so nice. And going to Nicaragua to backpack and stay at hostels. And I'm just like, wow. And like see the volcanoes and all that. And then, yeah, I had to, and I was being a wuss. That's what, like, really the whole situation with the people with remote year in Portugal just woke me up, Linda. And I was just like, what the heck? I have got to be assertive, and I have got to stand up, because like they could have picked me up at the airport. And then the second time I was like, can you please just send somebody to pick me up at the airport? Because I it was the time constraint and all that when I was going to have to hurry. But then thankfully I was still glad, I didn't have to pay for an Uber. They picked me up at the airport so I could go get my stuff. And then I was going to leave that day, but I left the next morning, and it was better because I got to rest my eye. And just sleep. I don't sleep really good on the plane. You're sitting up, it's loud. There's babies. I'm really compassionate though, and fine with children on flights though, because I used to fly with children to California a lot. And one time my Lydia, the cabin pressure affects their ears, and Lydia was just crying and inconsolable, and you're so embarrassed, and you're like, I'm bothering people and blah blah blah. And it's so stressful to fly with children, and I think that's part of the reason why I've decided to go alone. And then I thought I was going to be with this group, and then I ended up hardly meeting anybody even in the group. So if you watch my other live, Linda, what happened was, how are you doing, Char? It just like sort of woke me up, and I was just like, I got to take the bull by the horns, and I have to, because I ended up having to leave the apartment with my dead phone. I had the address written down and the codes to get in the door. I got them off my phone before my phone died. And my roommate had her suitcase there, and then she didn't show up at the apartment. And so it was just a comedy of, it was just like, so Valentina, I said, plan B is better. Plan B can be better. And it ended up being better. I'm so glad I went to Turin, and I just met Valentina on YouTube, and as some of you know, some people I met on YouTube turned out to be not so nice. There she is. Hello. Hi. I was talking about you. Were your ears burning? Only good things. I bought this to show you. This is what you need if you go. If I had one of these, things would have been better. Valentina gave me this, and it even has this fan. Yes. Italy was the best, because Valentina was the best. It was wonderful. I did get kind of lonely because the first day in London was rainy, and I was in Windsor, and I was so far away, and I was tired. I was so far away from London, I didn't realize that Heathrow was way far away from. I got that hotel, Castle Windsor, because it was by Heathrow, and then I got a deal because of my hotels card that I use all the time, and I use the hotels app, and so I got a special on that hotel. And then I almost got in trouble, and they emailed me, and I was like, oh, because I charged my food from the restaurant to my hotel bill, and I didn't think about it. And I thought they were going to get they never took my card number, because I got this special. I got like $1,000 credit. So that the hotel would have been like, it was 3 nights, I think 3 nights. And so I couldn't charge my food to the room like I originally did. So I emailed them my card number and all that, because I thought they wouldn't take it at the end or whatever. And I wasn't trying to get free food. All that would have been nice, but I thought they still would take, because in America, they still take your card no matter what. I mean, like Carol has talked about that. Whatever for, but they were just like, everything is covered. And then when I checked out, I thought, because everything they do differently, and like all the airports were different. Like I got when I got on the plane, I went to the restroom because when you go through security, when I went through security in Turin, there wasn't anything past, no stores, no bathroom, even nothing. You just go to your gate and you get on the plane and go. And I was like, what? And then it's crazy in Lisbon and it was in Munich. I can't remember so much. London, what was it like? It wasn't like there's a whole like mall. The Lisbon airport is insane. I got so lost. I thought I was gonna miss my plane to I went to Milan and then took the bus to Turin when I went to Italy. And Valentina picked me up and everything. It was just, she was just so wonderful. And I got my little cup. And I'm so glad to be home. And I got my bubbles past like 3 securities. And I remembered after in London, they were very particular, you know, take out all your liquids and put them in a bag. And I was just like, okay. And then afterwards I was like, oh, I didn't put my bubbles in the bag. Sorry. And so yeah. Every time I'm going through security, I'm just like, please don't let them. Oh, and in Lisbon, you guys, my bag came through, right? In Lisbon. My bag came through, and because I had food, it would set off the alarm because I had like nuts or whatever. I got this ham sandwich I guess in London. Yeah, I got it in London. I wasn't really hungry. I got it in case I would get hungry. And I was just miserable when I left London, and my eye watering, and it would hurt if I would try not to move it. It was like better if I kept it closed. I was looking for, hey Alex, sorry I didn't see you sneak in here. Hi Alex, how are you? So I wanted to get an eye patch. I went to London, I think it was London, a pharmacy. No, it was Munich. Yeah. They had a pharmacy in the airport in Munich. They had everything in Lisbon. And I'm like, how do people like go through security and then like you could buy all these things that you wouldn't even be able to carry on the plane, you know? It's like crazy. There's a whole like mall. There's a whole like mall with all these shops, and it's like a whole mall. It's in the airport in Lisbon and the airport in Munich. I think it was Munich that was the same way. And so it was like insane. You guys, I'm getting hungry. Like this morning, I don't have any food in the house, so I got DoorDash, which I don't get DoorDash that much. I need to put my groceries away. So I got Chick-fil-A this morning for breakfast early because I got up early. I went to bed early. I got in the bath when I got back. And my eye was still hurting last night, but like it was so good today that I go to I got some of this chicken. Can I come up? I wasn't going to have anybody up. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'll heat this up. It's new. It looks good. So I was like, I don't have time. I don't have time to make anything for my lunch live. This is shrimp. Mediterranean shrimp. Where does it say how long to cook it? Keep frozen. Okay, microwave on high 3.5 to 4.5 minutes. No need to vent film. Let's see. Oh, let me flip a coin, Alex. Siri, flip a coin.
It's tails this time.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna drop the link. Anybody else want to come up besides Alex? Anybody that I know can come up. Just don't monopolize the well. I just tell you, John Tucker knows. I'll just tell you to hush if you need to hush. Just don't monopolize the conversation. Okay, Alex? But yeah, I'm getting hungry again. You know what else I was excited about? Valentina, I only gained 1 pound. Because I was like, I'm trying to lose weight. And Valentina's like, it's not good to come to Europe if you're trying to lose weight. Because I had some treats. I got some cookies and you're coloring your hair. That's okay. At least my eye doesn't look as bad as it did. Not so bad. I'm going to put this back in. But it's like 100%. So much better. Thanks for praying for me, y'all. I'm going to try this chicken. I usually get the fajita chicken. I can't get this open. What makes What's the problem with DoorDash? I haven't had a problem with DoorDash. Just Uber. And then in Munich, I got an expensive taxi. And I tried to give Uber another chance because I gave them another chance in Lisbon. And that was good because I could schedule it. And I got Maria a good, and the taxi drivers and the Uber drivers aren't inappropriate at all. I think my Bolt driver from London is kind of like in love with me. He's like, I missed you. And I'm like, I don't know you well enough to miss you. And he's like, add me on WhatsApp. And I'm like, I'll think about that. I don't know you. But I added him on TikTok. I'm hungry. Carrots. Yeah. I was scared. Nowhere to cook. I had to get something to eat quick because I didn't have time to cook anything for my live. I got raw chicken too. I got avocados. I splurged. I'm like, I should save money like Lindy and not get avocados. But I love avocados. I got better cheddar. Got stuff for my salad, but I knew I wouldn't have time to make salad. So I got this. It always looks much better in the picture. I got this. So Alex, are you gonna talk?
I saw Diana was in.
Huh?
I saw
What?
Diana was in. I saw Diana was in.
Oh, you thought Diana was up on here?
I saw, no, I saw Diana in the chat. I guess.
Well, she can come up too if she wants. How are you?
I'm okay.
Okay? Just okay?
Mm-hmm. Hey, everyone in the chat. So, how was your vacation?
Got some steak to grill and some chicken to grill.
How was your vacation?
You're going kind of in and out. What did you say?
How was your vacation?
It was good. I'm already all unpacked. So what have you been up to, Alex? School? Or did it start yet?
Not yet. Not yet. No. No, I haven't.
I'm gonna try this lean cuisine and see how it is.
I'm gonna drop off now. I was gonna say hey real quick. I'm gonna drop down because I'm gonna drop down now.
All right.
I just wanted to come say hey. I haven't been out here before, so I wanted to come say hey.
Okay.
I'll watch.
Thanks for coming up.
Bye.
Anybody else want to come up? This looks like it might be good. It doesn't really look like that though. You have a friend in India that's now a doctor. Well, this guy was interesting. He's from India. His name is he's like, nobody pronounces my name right, just call me Harry. But I did not add him on WhatsApp yet. I probably won't. But yeah, he said he'd drive me to Paris if I went back to London. yeah, I was going to Portugal and thought I wasn't going to be alone, Linda, but I ended up being alone. So I'm like, I might as well, if I'm alone, I might as well go to Italy. Because Valentina invited me. And yeah, I sold my RV. I'm going to get a little trailer to tow. That's my next thing. I'm going to look for a trailer to tow with my RAV. To take when I go to. I'm going to wear Roses. Rose might be sleeping. Um, yeah, I sold my RV on Mother's Day last year, 2022. Got my RAV. Got even more miles in my RAV than I did in my RV, I think, already. Well, I've had my RAV a year now. So, when I go to for my next grandbaby to be born in September, I want to take my RAV and tow a little trailer. This is pretty good. Not too bad. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, you haven't been using it a whole lot, have you? Did you use it when you went to courtside before? Yeah, maybe it would be easier. I think I might get on RV Share because that's where I first saw one. Hi, Harrison. Do you want to come up, Lori? Or Linda? So as I was saying, I was getting kind of lonely and because it was rainy too. And I was just like, am I going to feel regret if I don't go into London and go to Abbey Road Studios? And so, you guys, I turned on the telly, right? They call it telly in England. I turn on the telly and that movie Yesterday is on. And I'm like, it felt like a sign from God. That movie Yesterday about the Beatles. Have you guys seen it? It's a good movie. If you haven't seen it, you need to watch it. So that's what made me decide. And then the next day, the sun was out. There was a parade that I just happened to catch too that morning before I went back into London. Because I flew into Gatwick, which is on the other side. And I took the bus into London to Liverpool. It took me all afternoon to get to my hotel. Remember we looked at later flights, Valentina, into London? Oh, goodness. Good thing I didn't want to be finding my place in the dark. I'm glad I got a hotel. Everything just worked out because God. I really feel like it was because of God. Oh, I'm sorry, Lori. Oh, there's Linda.
Hey,
Hey,
hi.
hey. Are you coloring your hair?
What's that?
Are you coloring your hair or no?
Yeah, I put the conditioner in it, you know what I mean? So
Uh-huh.
I thought I'd just, put a cap on it for a few minutes, and then I gotta get myself together because I gotta go I have a heart monitor on. I went to the heart doctor yesterday,
Oh, wow.
and I got this thing because I have a ascending aorta, and
Uh-huh.
and I have PVCs, which is like preventricular, I don't know, something or another, like a skipping beats,
Mhm.
So I got to take it back. He wanted to test my heart and everything, and it figures once I get on this darn thing. They put it on me yesterday. I didn't have any PVCs, or I didn't have anything other than being out of breath a little bit, and I was trying to clean the kitchen because I want to sell my house, so I'm trying to get rid of stuff and move up to like Prescott Valley or something like that.
Mhm.
So yeah.
My
That's
brother
what-
lived near there. My brother Paul lived near Prescott and Clarksdale.
Oh, okay. I know where that's at. Yeah. It's really pretty up there,
Mm-hmm.
It's really pretty. And it's about 10 degrees cooler too, which is amazing because here it's been so hot. I mean, I think yesterday it was like 119.
Gosh, yes.
I'm so done. I'm so done with it. And I can't, I have lung nodules now since I've lived here. Because that dust and dirt from being out west, it gives you that. I don't know. I mean, I don't think I have valley fever, but I have asthma. So I don't know. It's just so hard. Yesterday, it was so hot. When you breathe the air, it was literally like burning my eyes and burning my lungs. It was that bad. So yeah, my daughter has a lung nodule too. So I have, I think, 2 of them. So I don't know.
That Valley Fever thing, the Camping Carolyn.
Caravan Carolyn.
No, the other Carol. With
Oh,
she
oh
had
yeah,
she and her dog.
yeah. I had a rescue dog that I took care of that died of valley fever. I didn't know she had it, and then and I have another little dog that I just rescued that I don't know if she's got valley fever, but I got her some medicine, and the vet was going to treat her for it because she has a terrible cough, and it was just the medicine was making her cough worse. So I said, we gotta ixnay that. I can't handle it because it was making me stressed, listening to her cough and trying to breathe because she couldn't breathe. So I don't know, but yeah, I'm trying to get my act together and get my things cleared out of here, and then I'll probably put stuff into storage for a while and just keep looking, because now I'm getting paid to take care of my daughter, my disabled daughter.
Mm-hmm.
So, they're paying me like 32 hours a week, $19 an hour. So that's going to help me get my bills paid off. So
That's good.
yeah, I thought about living in my RV for a while, but I don't think that's going to work out because of my son. He works,
Uh-huh.
So, and he lives here too with us, but I don't know. I'd like to go out and do some stuff, but man, the gas is still so high, and my RV is just kind of sitting there. But I don't know. We'll go up. We've been going up to Prescott Valley and looking around for houses and stuff, but they're so small. I mean, you can't really get a house. I mean, you can get some like maybe 385, but most of them are $400 to $500 to $600,000.
Yeah.
And they're not really that big.
You can get you have to get like a condo here for that, and in California you can't really get like a house unless it's like teeny tiny. And I don't mind. I'm kind of thinking like either have a piece of land where I could put more than one tiny house on it, eventually and just get one first. And then, because I want to have room for like my kids to come visit me or someone to come visit me, or even visiting Valentina made me think like, oh, I want to like host her if she comes to America and show her around too.
Right.
But if I have a tiny house, I'm not going to have any room to have anybody,
Right.
stay with
Right.
me.
Yeah. Well, a lot of the nomads have gotten land now. Kevin's got land, Eric's got land, Aja's got land, Caravan Carolyn, she's got land, but they're all up in the Show Low and Concho area, and it's so windy up there. Even Carolyn was saying, that she just couldn't hardly stand it, and then the elevation's like at 6,000 feet, which I think Denver is pretty high too, isn't it?
5,000.
Yeah.
My city, they call it.
Yeah, I think Prescott Valley is like 5,000 feet. I know my friend, you know who Tim Painter is?
No.
Timothy Painter. Anyhow, he's a YouTuber. He lives in Breckenridge
Oh,
and in Colorado, and he has to have oxygen.
wow.
Yeah, that's what I wondered about that myself, because I know when I go to Show Low, because I've been up there several times with visiting my friend Sue before she passed away this last December, which I still can't get past the fact that she died. I just can't. I'm just
I'm sorry.
beside myself on it still. But it was a little harder to breathe up there. I mean, it's kind of like hard to catch your breath, even.
Yeah,
So
some people can't handle it. I think I've gotten used to it. I think I'm okay with it. But Flagstaff is a higher elevation than Denver.
is it?
So yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I was up there a few years back, actually about 4 years ago, 3-4 years ago, when I knew this one lady that was a nomad. She just passed away like last year in September. She had breast cancer, and she was from Texas. And I didn't really feel the difference up in Flagstaff so much as I did up in Show Low. I don't know why. Maybe because of the wind, because it's pretty windy up in Show Low. So, hell, I don't know. But I just know I got to get out of Phoenix.
You just want it, yeah. It's so
Yeah.
hot there.
Oh, it's bad. And it's like the people. I mean, my neighbors are just dirt. I mean, they're.
Yeah, your neighbor's giving you trouble, huh?
Oh my God, always, girl, always. And it's like I don't ever. I keep to myself, and it's like they do shit just to be mean. Well, you've seen a couple of my videos. Yeah.
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 One of them recently. Yeah.
Yeah, I got my big tall camera up there now on that 12 foot. It's like 12 foot high. So he knows he's being watched now, so he can't get away with nothing.
And siren.
Oh, what happened? Oh, wait.
I
There
don't
you go.
Yeah, and I got a siren on it too, and I can hear everything that goes on. So, but yeah, I got to get out of here. I don't really want to go back to Wisconsin because it's too cold, and the taxes are really super high in Wisconsin. The homeowners taxes. As we're here in Arizona, they're cheaper. So if I can sell my house for at least $400,000 and find something, maybe high 380s or something, but it's kind of hard because they're not as big as what I have. I have like 1,840 square feet, I think I have, and it just feels packed here, So I don't know. I want something with a little bit of a yard, not something really big, but something that's
yard. I like to garden. My daughter in Philadelphia is really getting into the gardening. She likes it.
There's a channel that I watch, and I can't think of what it's called right off the top of my head, but he is kind of like a prepping channel, kind of, sort of. I don't know. I'll text it to you if I think of it, but it's really, really good. He's got a lot of good information and stuff, and he's really good. Like I said, I can't think of the name of it, but I gotta take my monitor off. He's a little sticky.
Okay.
I gotta take these off, and so I can get in the shower, and I gotta bring this back by about 2 o'clock, between 2 and 5. So I'm gonna hop in the shower and rinse my hair out and shave my legs and all that fun stuff. So yeah, but anyhow, yeah. So hey, sometime if you want to go someplace, holler at me. Maybe I can, I don't know if I could fly on a plane that long. Well, how long was it the flight that you took to get over there?
Well, see, the flight wasn't as long because when I flew to Newark first and then flew to Lisbon.
Okay, Newark, New Jersey.
Yeah,
Okay.
Newark Airport. It's right outside of New York.
New York, yeah.
So the flight, it seemed like the flight from there to Lisbon was like 8 hours, but the flight from Munich to Denver, and they went up. They show you the path of the plane on this screen, right? They went up, and I said to the girl from Germany next to me, I was like, "So we're flying over Sweden?" She's like, "That's Denmark." We flew over Denmark, and I think we flew over the bottom of like Iceland or something. So
wow.
like that, we went like on an arch, and the flight was 9 hours and 40 minutes.
Ugh.
Flight I've ever been on.
I've flown from Chicago to California before, and that was about 4 hours. And I was like, I'd have to take a Xanax.
Yeah, it's a long flight, and I don't sleep very good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even if you want to go do something out and around here, you know what I mean, or go to a meetup or something like that, holler at me, let me know. And
yeah,
I want to get this guy that I know, he's going to help me do some stuff around my house. And I want to ask him if he can help me to maybe build a little camper over the top part of my truck. So, and then this way, I don't have to take my RV, because I got a shower tent and all that other good stuff, and then maybe put a solar panel on the top of it or something. And so I'll have some power,
Yeah. I can rent one of these little trailers. Hey, how are you doing?
Can't see who it is.
It's Freehandly May.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Freehandly May.
Yeah, well, let me know if you ever want to go do something, because I'm always up for getting the hell out of here for a while, but
I want to sit around here until I go to and AJ is road tripping, is going to Sweden and up that way. Oh, so glad you could come in.
How far is Denver from Breckenridge?
Not that far. I'm trying to think. I think I drove through there on my way west.
Yeah, that's where my friend Tim lives.
Breckenridge.
Yeah, I don't know.
Breckenridge, Colorado is about 97 miles away by car.
97 miles away.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping to learn to ski this next winter.
Yeah.
Yeah, my tax man has inspired me. He's always on the slopes when I call him. He's always on the ski slopes.
Yeah, they got some big ski slopes out there.
Mm-hmm. I'll be on the bunny slope.
Yeah, the little tiny hill. Yeah, just watch out for the trees,
No, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, hey, I gotta fly, so I'll talk to you. All right, take care.
Thanks for coming up.
Okay, all right, see ya. Bye-bye.
Bye. Yeah, so good to see you. Yeah, I had a great trip. Yeah, she has a channel. Drop her link. And you can drop your link too. Let's see. Yes, she has an awesome channel. What is that show? Yeah, she has a really great channel. Yeah, that's right. I got it too. But anyways, thanks for dropping that link. I just was dropping it also. Yeah, she's been over here before. Yeah, I think I'm going to probably go and get some more stuff done. Yeah, you can drop your link, and I want to pray for Linda. And I'm sorry I didn't. I'm sorry I'm out of the loop, out of the country, been out of the loop, Lori. I didn't know you were ill, and I'm so sorry. And yeah, we'll pray for you and pray for Linda and everything, and probably get going. It's 2:30, but I plan to be live all this week at the same time at 1:00. And so, yeah, I have a lot of footage and stuff and photos. So hopefully I can get some videos of Europe together. And yeah, I'm just really happy to be back in America. I'm really, really glad. I found this little Dumbo for my new grandbaby, and it trumpets. Isn't it cute? Oh, and I got, did I show you this? I didn't show you this. I got a coloring book. I love it. We all live in a yellow submarine, yellow submarine, yellow submarine. And I got this shirt. I thought I should get this shirt because it's the year I was born. 1966 was the Revolver album. But I got this one for my son because it was in a, I think it's an X large. I think it's maybe an XX large. XX large. I hope it's not too big for him. But he is like 6'2". And so I got him that. And yeah, I had an awesome trip, and I got Freya a London bus, a London bus. I had an awesome time, but I'm so happy to be home. So happy to be home. I kept this strapped on me, my fanny pack. That's a very good thing to take. Some good decisions I made. What? It's the fanny pack. I had my cash and my passport and my phone strapped to me. I said, "This is my." Valentina is like, "This is your life," and I'm like, "Yes, everything in this, my money, my passport, everything." So yeah, I had a good adventure, but I'm glad to be home. Really glad to be home. So, yeah, so let's pray. I didn't say a poem. Let me say my elephant poem. Was there ever an elephant in your room? When it walked, it went boom. You tried to deny it, but you couldn't hide it. Where can you hide an elephant? Oh no, that's a cat, you try to say, or maybe a bat. It will fly away. If you can't admit it, you can't quit it. Go ahead, face it. Can you trace it? Could the truth set you free? Or will they all laugh at me? Who are they and why do we care if they laugh? They have a hyena in their room. That's so much worse than just an elephant. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time, 1 day, 2 day, 3. Day by day, these things I pray. I have a higher power who created elephants. Maybe he can take care of it. I wonder what he'll do. Will he take it to the zoo? What? People will come from miles around to see the greatest show in town, the elephant. He now does tricks, and people pay to get their kicks. God can take your ashes and give you beauty. You thought you had to sacrifice. Everyone must pay their price. If I give him the elephant, he'll die. But the ringmaster doesn't work that way. The elephant will live another day. He'll sing and dance because he got a second chance. The circus is a place of joy and wonder because the ringmaster has a plan. Trust the elephant in his hands. All right, I'm going to pray. And thank you all so much for being here. Dear Lord, thank you for these YouTube friends. Thank you for my home. Thank you for my apartment. Thank you for my car. Thank you for everything, Lord. Thank you that I got a refund, a partial refund from remote year, Lord. Help me prepare for my next steps, Lord. I pray that you would heal Linda with her health problems, Lord. I pray that you would heal Lori and be with her, Lord. I pray she's feeling better from being ill. And I pray you would heal Crystal and comfort all those who have lost loved ones, Lord. And thank you for all your blessings on us, Lord. Thank you for always watching over us. Thank you for taking care of me when I was in Europe and always being with me. And thank you for all my YouTube friends that pray for me. And I just thank you for friends and for family and for love and friendship, Lord. And I pray all these things in Jesus' name. Amen. Thanks, Lori. Thank you. Thank you. Any other moderators still here? Want to drop your link or I'll close out now. So don't say that no one cares for you because I do and God does too. Don't forget to pray for Red because Red is praying for you. Love you. Love you, Valentina. Thank you so much. Thank you, Lori. Thanks for coming up, Alex and Linda, Campgoer 1. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you, everybody that was here. Thank you, Tim. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Char. Thank you, everybody that was here. Dennis was here earlier. Tim was here earlier. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. David was here. Dennis was here. Galaxy Lady. Thank you. Thank you all. I love you. Have a good afternoon. Have a good night. Valentina. I love you all. We'll see you tomorrow. 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock for lunch with Red. Bye.